the top 25, now trying to pass an all-important road test. As we'll see the number 19 team in the country, the NC State Wolfpack. And the Seminoles will put total weather to crank us up. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the NC State Wolfpack offense is on the field and ready to start the game. And there he is. When you have a guy like this, you don't mind building your attack around the running game, guys.
And he's a grown man. There's no doubt about it. This offense runs through him. Everybody gets their emotion, and everything is built on him and around him.
And everybody knows this guy's going to touch the football, and still, defenses can't stop him. He can run through tackles and make big things happen.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting him know it's going to be a long day. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. Makes the catch, and he's brought down. NC State going up tempo. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. He's going to run it. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
You can tell this is a pass play. He has his eyes down the field. He's looking to throw the football. But how nice is it when you got a guy like this that can scramble and go get you a first down? It's just really hard to stop from a defensive perspective.
Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered.
3rd and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called. Third and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Caught close to the marker. It's Toppins. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. Wolfpack will have 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Trying to make magic with his feet. Really nice job by this sophomore quarterback to pick up the first down with the run.
Sometimes these guys just have eyes in the back of their head. You saw it right there. He was able to buy himself time, get outside the pocket, and at that point, I think the decision was pretty easy. Hey, I can go get this with my feet. And he was able to do that. Now they got a fresh set of downs.
Now the crowd responding in the red zone, trying to help this defense. He's got it. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Pressure coming. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. NC State quick to the line. He's looking to throw. Getting some heat. And he's got it! Touchdown, Wolfpack!
And that is exactly what you love to see as a head coach. Watching your offense take the field, first drive of the game, and you're methodical. And you take what the defense gives you. You make good decisions. You don't have negative plays. You don't have missed assignments. That shows your head coach that you are locked in and ready to go.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. So Florida State's offense will go to work for the first time today. And it won't be easy to throw the ball down the field today, David, because both of these teams have locked down corners.
I mean, these guys shut down half of the field. Playmaking cornerbacks that really can play man-to-man and lock down the best guys on the other side.
Yeah, if I'm a quarterback in this game, I am taking a calculated risk if I'm thrown towards one of these two dudes because you're just asking to get picked off.
As you watch how a season unfolds and you get off to a good start like these guys have in ACC play, that momentum can really be powerful.
Oh, 100%. The momentum, the confidence. Like, you go from starting the season and saying, we want to be great in these areas, and now you're starting to see it, starting to pile up some conference wins. Now, Jesse, you get into the middle of the season, and you got to continue to evolve, right, and be ready for some of these rivalries.
No doubt about it. And I think they also like the fact that they've got some guys stepping up and making plays consistently. It's one thing to do it off in non-conference play against weaker competition early in the year, but now that you're into the meat of your ACC schedule, they've got guys on both sides of the ball that they can count on week in, week out.
The Seminoles will line up to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. He'll bring it back. It's Ventura. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
The offense set for a first down play. From the gun, looking for a man. They're bringing heat. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. This offense has a second down play. He's looking to throw. Lofts one high and deep. Got it! And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolfpack.
Well, he's just running straight down the field. The thing you got to look at there is the velocity on the throw by the quarterback. He didn't lob it. He got it to him quickly, put it on his body. He was able to make the catch and then run it in for a touchdown.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. The Seminoles are moving quickly down the field. We've reached the end of the quarter, and NC State has the edge. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. From the gun, they'll try the middle. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. It's caught. Makes the grab and knocked down, and he's got it at the 25-yard line.
And because the receiver was able to drive back to the QB on that curl route against man coverage, he was able to create a little bit of separation between him and the defender, and that was a big key in getting that first down.
Fights off a defender. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9. Eighth play of the drive coming up. Trying play action. He'll take a shot. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Working that left side now. Touchdown Seminoles! That is the ultimate grab and go for the score. After the score, we'll see if that breathes a little fire into them.
And you see it all the time, right? You get that score, you get that energy, the crowd gets involved, and the defense got to get out and get you a stop. But this was step 1 to get them back in the ballgame.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone, it's Ventura. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go deep.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
Yeah, that's a great job. And listen, this quarterback's had success. He's already thrown for 2 touchdowns. We got to make him feel uncomfortable. This is still early in the game. Nice job by the defense, getting a hit on the quarterback and making him think a little bit.
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
I tell you what, man, you better be looking at your puppy dog feet and seeing where they are, Palmer. You don't want to get back in that end zone and bad things happen when you get sacked.
I don't know if you want to even risk this quarterback having to hold on to the football very much longer after watching that last play. This defense right now is pinning their ears back on this area of the field, and they are getting after him quick.
Fires one high and deep. Snags it down the right side. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus. That's one way to avoid a safety. Just get it to the other end of the field, and that's what they did. They've got it 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Pocket starts to collapse. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
Well, as a quarterback, when you get to the outside, you know you don't have all day to throw it. You've got these defenders. They are coming. They're running at you hard, so you've got to do a better job getting the ball out quicker. That hit forced the incompletion.
They go to the ground. They get him stopped at the 26, but boy, that was an attitude run. A pickup of 6. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. They'll run play action. Fires on the move. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
This is well within field goal range, but the kicker will stay on the sideline, and the offense will try to convert on 4th down. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. NC State on the move, set up with another 1st down. Trying to get to him. Fires to the tight end. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. Dragged down at the 6 after a pickup of 2. 2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. Running back looking for the end zone to the left. Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Push down for the tackle.
And it's not a surprise who they gave the football to. When you get down in this area, they're going to call his name. The physical back, they're going to give him the football. They're going to use their identity of physicality and run game down here in the red zone.
It's still 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Feeling some heat. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, North Carolina State. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum, energize this squad going into halftime.
There's a timeout call as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. He's looking to throw it. He'll pull it down and run. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. When they've got him looking run, now to pass. Finds a soft spot in the middle. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Wide open downfield. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Got it in the middle. It's Chubb. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Wants to throw on 2nd down. And he'll chuck it into the cheap seats there and save the down. Nobody getting open there. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They're trying to get to him. And it's incomplete as he was trying to make the play in the back corner of the end zone. On 4th down, they'll try to get something out of this drive before the end of the half. It is good.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really depend on.
That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Trying to find his man on 1st down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Catch inside the 25. They finally get him stopped. Man, oh man, did he almost make a play to end this half, but stopped on a touchdown-saving tackle. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
And it should come as no surprise, we have ourselves a fun matchup in Tallahassee. And we have to start our report with acknowledging the play of that quarterback. There's a reason why he's part of the Heisman conversation and why scouts at the next level are so excited about this young man. He's the leader of that offense, He has presence there in that pocket. He has a cannon for an arm. What else do you want? And with that, let's send it back to our guys at Bobby Bowden Field.
NC State will kick off to start things here in the second half. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David.
And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12.
Well, the defense knew coming into the second half here they were going to have to crank up the pass rush, right? They've got the lead. They're going to be seeing this quarterback drop back. How can you affect him? You've got to win up front one-on-one and get home, and they did there on third down.
Going to try to pop one on the screen. Defense was not fooled by that screen to the back, and they'll stop him short of the marker. It'll be 4th down. And the Noles decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. No fair catches here, looking for room. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. Looking for a productive play on first down. Handoff to the lone back. Makes him talk to the hand. Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. To the ground. He's got it again. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks with a first down.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
It's complete. And they make the stop, and this offense has it inside the 5, and they are threatening.
A nice job by the defense there tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
Wants to fire on second down. Touchdown, NC State! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6. He didn't see anyone open, said, no problem, I'll take care of it myself.
Yeah, I've been there before. Been there, done that. Not my first rodeo. I've been in this kind of situation. Down by the goal line, I'm getting outside and I'm taking it in myself.
On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Wide receiver shows motion. They'll try the run. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Offside. Defense.
They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. A costly penalty for this defense gives them a 1st and 10. They'll ride Davis here. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Quarterback extends the play. And he can't find a receiver, and down he goes.
Well, this defense has a 3-possession lead at this point. You're seeing how dominant they are up front. They've done such a good job recruiting D-linemen, linebackers, guys that can blitz. They've got speed. They've found guys in the portal. They've recruited guys out of high school, and they are just eating right now.
They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Running behind that left side. A run up the middle is stuck for no gain.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34. 3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. At the 45 on its way. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. NC State at the line with a 1st and 10. To the ground with the back.
When you're a defense, it is stop the run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy. And right now, they got it going on the ground. The defense is going to have to change something up. These little tiny dink and dunk, dink and dunk. You keep doing this, they'll go all the way down the field. So you might want to get a little bit more aggressive.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Will they keep it on the ground again here on 3rd down? They'll try to run for it. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. North Carolina State defining efficiency on this drive. Looking for room, it's Toppin. Drives ahead for 3 to the 27-yard line. We've reached the end of the quarter, and NC State has the edge. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up.
NC State, 27,
One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. 2nd down now as they're ready to go back to work. The running back has it. Pulls his way forward. He's now up to 95 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Just keep running the football. Everything is going according to plan right now. They've been able to stay on the field. They've put some nice plays together back to back to back, and they're bleeding the clock. This is
a shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Wolfpack! And the beatdown has ensued. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
Yeah, salt into wound, right? Late in the 4th quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and get me another touchdown.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Northern Illinois is getting cooked right now. I mean, it's all over but the crying. A lopsided affair with miscues and missed tackles. They're trailing by 13 to Kennesaw State. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Got the back over the middle.
Here's the deal. You're down 3 possessions. You know, it doesn't feel likely they're going to come back and win, but we've seen crazier stuff happen in college football. It all starts with a big completion on a 2-minute drive. They'll get the momentum started in your direction.
Quickly complete. They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure it to first down.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive...
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Oh, looks like the offense was able to recover it. He is a menace rushing the passer. Career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy because he is going to sack you. That is a guarantee. Death, taxes, and sacks for that guy.
A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. It's Hope. And this junior quarterback shows you why the scouts love that big arm of his. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. He's got it. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Finds his tight end. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
He'll just keep slinging it. And that pass picked off. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover. Line gets set, first down. Handoff to the lone back. And he finds enough running room, and he's marked down at the 20.
Man, that's the advantage of having a good coaching staff that teach these players in this type of situation with the lead late in the game. You want to stay in the field of play and keep the clock ticking. They do that after that nice run.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Barrels all the way to the 29, a gain of 6.
You got to give the coaching staff credit because they really do focus all season long on situational football with the lead late in the game. If we're on offense, we're trying to stay in bounds. We're trying to bleed the clock. And after ripping off a really nice run, that guy knew, I've got to get down. I cannot get pushed out of bounds, cannot get tackled out of bounds. Really, really nice job.
Let it bust for a long one, but now 3rd down becomes very manageable. It's not 3rd and eternity. Now the whole playbook, short passing game, long passing game, all of it's available.
On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
Out of the backfield, he's open. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. A new set of downs after the completion. Comes out throwing on first down. Pulls it in. It's Dickey. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. Offense about to reel off its 7th play of the drive. Quarterback wants to throw on 2nd down. Slings it downfield. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. NC State with the 1st and 10 here. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Finds his man. It's Dickey. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. They'll immediately call timeout.
I mean, you can say that's a quarterback or you can call him a running back. I mean, goodness gracious. He's dropping back to throw the football, but when he sees a hole, his eyes get big.
And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just added their total. The AT unit on the field. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
41, Florida State, 10.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner will be knocked down. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent team.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face and it stinks, but you're not good enough. And today they were not good enough. And I'm going to do the best I can to try to flush this down the toilet, not remember it, forget it, move on for the next game. Maybe something.
The heat got to him, and he just sort of froze and got tackled in the end zone for a safety.
And that kind of sums up the day for this offense. I mean, nothing has really gone your way. Now you give up the safety. Tell you what, this team's got a lot of work to do over this next week to get better, to improve. This was a bad day.
And that's another Florida State.
Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. This offense needs something to feel good about. It hasn't been very productive today, Jesse.
Well, I think it's just important they stay aggressive, try to throw the football, and just see what this quarterback can do here at the end of the game to build confidence for the next time they take the field.
Yeah, and there hadn't been much good today. But build confidence, sure, but just show your team you're going to keep fighting no matter what the scoreboard says.
Winning can become a habit. Now they've won back-to-back games and probably building a little confidence from that.
And you want it to be a habit. That's what you talk about as a coach week after week. Let's build. Let's create momentum and continue to build on it. Continue, and then you look up at the end of the season, you never know where you could be, what dreams you could bring to reality.
At the end of the day, I think good teams find ways to win games. And over these last 2 games, it hasn't always been easy. They've had to overcome some adversity, but at the end of the day, they were able to step up, make the plays necessary, and do that. Very, very impressive.
So that's going to do it for us.